welcome back to this channel, Dreamers. Excuse me, wrong channel.
Yep.
Already screwed you up.
Thank you for clicking on the video, checking us out. I am the DM of the Rule of Cool, Brian Kuhn, and I'm being joined here by Mr. Guy Vine Lavernius, Mr. Dave playing the Blink Happy Holmes. Back again. It's been about, what, a month now?
Yes. It has been a month.
And the Savior Damien, even though he wasn't here last week.
Damien's only a savior because he gets a great nutritional intake from HelloFresh. Stick around for more details.
So, by the way, for those of you who don't know, our channel is being sponsored by HelloFresh. Thank you for the shout out. And we'll go into that fooler on later. The link is going to be in the description below to help support the channel. And then we got Mr. Tony playing Blow His Load Marnin.
Yep.
What?
That happened.
He's a pirate that visits brothels. Figure it out.
And he uses all his spell slots.
Yes, so...
I can safely say it wasn't hands-on. It was at a distance.
Are you a dad?
Maybe.
Anyway, last week our adventurers went, and I'll go ahead and give the quick recap. They fought some zombie-like creatures, the same ones that had been infected with the plague. Went to see the troll, who had two different voices coming out of his mouth at the same time. And one of the voices that had such a lovely voice that
everybody just absolutely loved. Kind of sounded like this.
Yep, absolutely loved it.
That is creepy.
Knew everybody's backstories and showed off their ability, trying to get them on their side, tempted everybody with basically 10,000 gold, give or take, between magic items and everything else. Lenoris, being the upstanding bard that he is, said, "I got this." Went up there, said, "Yes, I'll join your side," and tried to lie to a mind reader.
In my defense, I did say, "Trust me, I got this." Never trust me.
Lovely. And for those of you who are missing Miss Heather, she will be here with us shortly. She has some work stuff to do. But anyway, after that fell through, where Lenoris decided, Guy tried to tell the DM, I wasn't lying.
The fuck you weren't.
Which
No,
is
he asked
one
me-
of my favorite quotes is from that stream, which I'll definitely be using sometime later on. Don't
You
lie
actually
to me,
asked me-
I'm God.
You actually asked me, was I really considering changing sides and turning on them? And I was like, well, 10,000 gold. It's 50-50. I wasn't lying.
You make the choice.
Yeah, I wasn't lying at that point.
I mean,
Damien would have entertained the thought if different things were offered.
just throwing a toss back here, because that's 2,500 more than the 7,500 we were initially promised in all of this. So
You weren't promised any of that.
But anyway, the troll decided to try to throw him into a pool of acid, which all of you should be seeing the map. Anything that is green,
It's acid.
like, that's acid. Had to get
Ren's and acid.
The leaves are acid.
The leaves are acid, and the center of the map, which you'll see up there,
Looks like
that
seaweed.
isn't a bush, it's a table. It's basically his lab, which
It's
you guys
from
haven't gotten close. Like, technically, Guy got close enough to see it, but this room is pitch black. Basically, light has been shown on. But yeah, that the lovely troll got two of the party members down. Lenoris, of course, which would have been dead a lot quicker if it wasn't for Damien's quick thinking.
Thank you, Damien.
Don't know what I did. I was in a fugue state.
But save Lenoris, and then basically everybody took turns going down, spending all their spell slots. Ren was picking up the troll and throwing them into the acid, which helped out a lot. And that is where we're going to... Basically, we stopped with Lenoris rolling on death saves.
Yep.
And the troll had just been killed. And because we do have...
I leave you guys for 30 days!
And because we do have Mr. Holmes showing up, and we've already gone over this, Mr. Holmes will be showing up with a healing potion to get him up. And for those that don't know, as a house rule, I don't allow them to roll any death saves that anybody can see. They must roll it in the tower where only I can see. And just to let Lenoris know, you did pass your first death save anyway, so the likelihood of you dying is Zilda Nitch.
I was actually going to wait till
more about the role play.
I was going to wait till he got me up, and then I was going to ask you, so what was that roll in the tower? Anyway?
It was a 10. You barely passed.
Oh, yeah, barely.
But yeah, as far as... basically, Holmes is going to show up with a healing potion to get Lenoris up, so that way we can continue on with the role play. For anybody who actually will watch next week.
Lenoris, drink this!
So
it's like
we will go ahead.
Blade first.
Right, Tony.
For everybody's contents, Holmes, you will, you guys can see the map. You'll be popping in right next to Marnin. Ren is approximately 15 to 20 feet up in the air, flying.
Okay.
And
he's there. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I'm next. Yeah, I'm next to Marnin. I got it. Where's Guy? Or rather, Lenoris.
Lenoris is just underneath Ren.
Yeah, down on
Got
the
it.
ground by Ren.
So you want me to move myself over to Lenoris to give him his...
You don't have to worry about moving it. This is just for your frame of reference, since half of the people weren't here last week. They know exactly where they're standing.
Gotcha.
So, Holmes, you go ahead and you pop back into the existence. The troll is dead. Gave his final words. The headband that was there is now gone.
Headband?
So I'm assuming my passive...
the BBEG was talking through you guys with. So he could see and talk.
And that's where we learned that Damien's a ventriloquist.
My passive perception, I would notice him popping in next to me, right?
Oh, yeah. It's not even a question. Like, basically anybody... Because I don't know who has light on them. I know Ren does.
Damien.
And I'm assuming Damien does also. Yep. But he's, he's not popping into darkness.
Right.
So he'll pop up. Lenoris, technically you are still prone. But...
I look at Martin and I go, "What's up, handsome?" Grab his ass.
We're gonna need to grab Lenoris and get him back up because he just got hit really hard.
Just and you point where he is?
Yeah, I literally point.
I go over to him.
Lenoris, you get. And by the way, I have told you guys this in the past, but for anybody who doesn't know. If they use an action, they get the full healing effect. If they use a bonus action to get somebody up, they have to roll for hit points. Yep. So you, Lenoris, you have 10 less wounds.
Oh, yay.
And you're now awake. And Holmes has you in his arms.
Dude, potion
just before he wakes up, I slap him in the face. Are you all right?
Yeah. Where's the troll with all the money? He owes me money.
You will see him laying next to you.
Oh, good. He's dead.
And you will see him laying next to you, and you will notice that there is a chest on his back.
And he brought a chest to us. Perfect. This is convenient.
Are you grabbing the chest?
I'm gonna start grabbing at the chest and trying to rummage through it.
I actually, well, as I'm holding him, I pull him off to the side and spring over and grab the chest.
Norris, before you grab the chest, Martin, you notice that there is a blackness coming from the chest.
Okay.
As this blackness, it engulfs you into a different plane.
Someone's been playing Elden Ring.
Wow.
It actually did not come from that. If anybody wants to know, come to the end of the stream and I'll let you know where I got this idea. Anyway.
Okay.
That's pretty badass.
Anyway, while you're standing there, you have this feeling that you've been here before, but it doesn't feel right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What do you do?
Definitely gonna be looking around and figuring out what the hell's going on and what doesn't feel right.
So as you look around, go ahead, roll me a perception check.
All right. Big money, no whammies.
Nice.
Not bad.
Nice. That works.
So far off into the distance, you see a white speck.
What?
Fucking light.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking towards it, I guess.
As you start walking towards it, the speck gets larger
Okay.
and starts enveloping the darkness.
I'm gonna call out, "Hey, hello!"
I almost want to start singing the theme song to the Neverending Story right now. I'm just saying.
Look around.
That's the one.
So when you say, like, when you do say that, you'll get a voice coming back to you.
Is it a familiar voice or like what?
It is a voice that you recognize, but you can't determine where it came from. Like where in your past this has been.
Oh, it's a voice from my past. Okay.
Hello, my son.
What the?
Mommy?
That was weird.
No kidding.
He really is God. Please don't kill us.
Okay. Who are you?
I am the god known as Avalon.
Avalon.
And just for reference, I changed the name of one of the gods in this setting. You would recognize it as the same god that it's the god of space and time, the one that brain fart, Aqua worships.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm assuming I would be able to put this together, being that.
He'll introduce himself.
Yeah.
I am the god of space and time.
Alrighty then. Well,
And you
different.
are my acolyte, though we haven't spoke in many years.
I think this is the first time I've ever spoke to you. Okay.
Do you think that I would grant you your power without having talked to you first?
Sure.
And he will look at you and just, I granted you this power because I knew from a very young age that you were good, that you would turn out to be my acolyte. and I allowed you to use it to help those that were around you. But the time has come for you to become a true acolyte.
All right. What does that entail?
Be proud of who you serve.
Amen.
And I know that has to sound funny on the echo as we laughing, but that's funny.
Something's awesome.
Definitely.
Be proud of who you serve. And my gifts will come to you. The more you give, the more you will obtain.
All right.
And whoops. I lost it. I hit the wrong button.
Ruh-roh.
Where is it? I literally have it set on my favorites.
The voiceover?
Yeah. I have it set on my favorites, and I accidentally, instead of switching over to it, I defavorited it.
Oh no!
Oh, damn!
And there's like 150 voices on this dang thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, let's go through each one by one.
I found it. We're good.
All right. Make sure you set it as favorite.
Do you accept to become my acolyte?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And with that, the light completely devours the darkness. And you return back to the cave. And now you have a holy symbol around your neck.
Does it look like the monkey with like the really big penis?
I haven't designed it yet. I wanted to take my time to design it, and once I do, I'll show it to everybody.
Nice.
Unless I still have my echo vest. Okay, I don't have my echo vest. So yeah, I'm gonna show that to everybody.
Is
Please
it
be the
glowing
monkey
and the
with the
lights
giant
start
penis.
to slowly dissipate off of it, or what?
Basically, well, it will manifest, like everybody else will see it manifest around your neck.
Yeah.
As a bleach white light.
Alrighty then.
And once you get back, you will hear the voice of your god. You and your compatriots will be at the turning point for Atoa. Choose wisely.
Wow.
Do we hear any of this?
Yeah,
Nope.
we can hear this too. Oh,
You guys cannot hear any. You guys don't know what happened. Basically, like Guy, as you were walking up to the treasure chest, like this all happened in Martin's mind in an instant.
Yep. Cool. Fine
And you would see the reflection of a pale white light if you were not looking at Martin, coming from Martin.
I'm probably looking at the treasure chest, so I'm not looking at it.
That's fair.
Going back to that, as soon as he attempts to get up to get that treasure chest, as he gets up, I whack out one of his legs so he trips over his other foot.
And just so you, that way you know, Martin, you still see this blackness around that treasure chest.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, hey, whoa. Don't touch it. It's got the black stuff around it.
It's also got the gold inside of it.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. I just had a vision.
Vision of what? More gold?
Still trying.
I wrap up Lenore's. Don't touch it.
How about no?
Look, I've seen what's inside that thing. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's.
I'm pretty sure there was some magical shit there too. I'm just saying.
Hey, Tony, I'm going to remind you when we went over, what was it, Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrap up Lemurs. I wrap them up my arms and my legs.
Squad became making a too big.
All right, so I'm going to explain what just happened to me in very poor, very broken explanation, because it's still a shock to me of, voices and my God and into the blackness, because the blackness pulled me into it, and then my God came out of the blackness with a white dot, and now I'm a follower of Avalon, and I'm gonna be his acolyte, and that's why I have this thing, and just doing a very poor job of explaining it because I'm still coming out of the process.
You're all fucked up, yeah.
Right,
No,
exactly.
I'm just gonna look back
God
at
talk
Damien.
to me. What the hell?
I'm just gonna look back at Damien and be like, I think Martin's going crazy.
It's far away from all y'all.
You know what, Lemurs? Have at it, man.
Don't do it. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Are you really gonna let me go?
Whatever. No, I don't. No. Whatever he's saying, Martin's a rational dude. Something happened.
Look, trust me. The chest is fine.
Oh my God, no. Oh, God.
Oh, good God.
If he's saying it's bad, it's bad. Look at it. Look around his neck. You see that white glowy thing? It wasn't there a second ago. Someone or something is telling him not to go look at that chest.
I'll finally look up. I'll finally look up and look at Martin. Do I see the white the white glow thing?
It's no longer glowing, but you do see that he has a well, it would depend on your character. Would he give a crap about anybody else besides himself to actually look to see what was around other people's necks? But
no, you said it was glowing white.
Well,
that was it manifesting. But you will notice that he has basically a new necklace.
I mean, is it like a valuable looking necklace? Because I would have noticed that.
It does look like you would have to, I would tell you have to roll investigation to see if it was valuable, but it does look very, very nice. Of course.
We always get the great rolls on the dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you notice that this thing is made out of platinum and gold.
Ooh, platinum and gold.
That
You have my
in
attention.
an intricate symbol.
Is there another chest over there or something that you got it from, or?
I go back to rambling about the vision that I had and trying to explain it even more poorly because I'm still.
Right. I called Damien over.
And what have you been doing, Damien?
Wandering towards the interesting thing in the middle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So while that's going on, you walk over there, and you'll notice some certain things will be right off the bat. Number one, you will see different body parts. Some of them are decay, in different levels of decay. You'll also notice some of these body parts look like, because you were told last week that basically the entire idea of this place was to make the plague, and there was different stages to it. Your character would remember that. And you could, just based off of looking, you can see that these pools of acid have body parts from those different steps. While you're looking around here, you'll see basically if you're a chemist, which I believe you have plenty of chemistry on your background, different ways to purify things and stuff like that. You will notice that there are a couple body parts that the acid does not seem to affect. And those you would assume are beyond the ones that you just that you guys actually had fought in earlier.
Gotcha. So they went from just being like stiff karate chopping to now it's more like a hardened resin. Their skin, so it's not just like waxy and stiff, but it's more of an armor carapace.
You would know, like, you would have to inspect it to know, like, exactly its properties.
Oh, you know he's gonna.
Yeah, go ahead, roll for it.
Investigation.
Yep.
That seems like something he would do.
I got some like interesting lag going on.
Not too bad. Yeah, basically you would notice that, like with that, like you don't get much insight into the actual makeup of how they created this. But from that investigation, you could tell that they've been doing this for a while. You would probably think that it has taken them decades to basically what they do is that they infect somebody, let it run its course, drain them of their blood, purify it, and then continue to do that until they got to this point. And they just kept that cycle going for, and it's very hard to tell how long it's been, but you would probably assume it's been decades.
Are there any blood samples left?
There's still like chemicals in there, but that was something I did forget in the back thing. You would know that the perfected plague was taken by Renelle. She betrayed you guys and shot you guys into the. She took it.
Literally could have told you that.
Yeah.
Literally could have told you that because one, she like, why don't you guys just teleport in here? It's like, I don't know. Why can't you pee standing up? It's not a skill set I have. Also, you can only teleport to a location you've already visited.
Right.
You visited this place before. You're a fucking traitor. And if I was here last week, I would have called her on it.
Yeah. And one thing that, like, because you weren't there, they were getting that hint too. That she used to be part of the guild, but no longer.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you know, I went here. Was it like, that's why Damien was like, sure, that's great. You have the fucking badge. That means nothing because I still have my Coca-Cola ID badge. Doesn't mean I still work for them.
But you would also know that she's not on their side either. She is technically a third party. That's basically what came out.
She's a rogue.
That's fine. That's all great. But god damn, I wanted to call her on her bullshit because I knew it was fake right off the rip.
Is she still alive?
So much anger.
She basically, once the fighting started, the monster cost darkness. She popped into the darkness, took the vial, blinked out through the astral plane, and then dimension door out. After shooting off Eldritch Blast at everybody.
I got a good shot on her.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Damien's just mad because she got off with the fucking sample and he wanted it.
Yep.
And she's a rogue? And she dimension
she's
doors?
a warlock.
No, she's
a warlock.
rogue. Not a rogue, she's rogue.
Yeah.
She's rogue, okay.
She's gone rogue.
She's gone rogue.
Yeah, so I did forget about that part, and I do apologize.
No, it's okay. Like, this is my surprised face.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? I overhear all this or whatever's going on. I'm like, that's awful. And I look at Morton and I go.
But
well, I mean, Damien wouldn't be saying this shit out loud. He would just, he'd be ruminating in his brain.
One thing that you probably would get that from that investigation check, you would probably think about the files that you found that you couldn't make sense out of at the time.
I'll bring it back.
Oh, am I connecting some dots here? Am I seeing stages?
No.
Bummer.
Roll me an intelligence check.
No, I got tossed around a bit. I don't know if I'll do. Oh, dirty 20.
Nice.
30,
so you would be like
nice.
between thinking of what they're doing here and the notes, you would be like, I bet those notes are written into some type of cipher or code. And that's why they didn't make any sense.
Well, guess what Damien's going to do later on? He's going to start cracking some stuff. But yeah, if there's any like sampling stuff here, like any vials of blood or like shit that looks like it's in the process, he's going to want it.
Roll me a D100.
Yeah, cool. So do you want a 5 or a 7?
I want to see you do it again.
Come on, do it.
Here we go. Big money, no whammies.
Rolling 99.
Oh my god!
What?
Nice.
You know what? That's actually better.
He got a 69, folks.
That's that's nice, but it's also like the fucking highest I've rolled on a D100 in like ever.
Ever. Yeah.
You were
Except for that D100 you got.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was him.
You would notice that there's, they basically still have some blood work left from the first 2 to 3 for the first 2 stages.
Nice. Those are mine now.
Yeah.
Tuck those into my satchel.
And
Plague blood,
let's see.
H1 and 2.
You will get. Why do I always do this to myself?
Why do you?
Because I believe. Oh no. Oops, no, I rolled the wrong one. But basically, oh yeah, that's basically what I thought would happen. You get 6 files.
Oh,
2
nice.
from the first 3 stages that you would think.
nice roll.
That could have gone so many ways, but it didn't.
But you don't know how many stages yet are in the process, or how long it takes, or anything to that, because you haven't deciphered the notes.
I will work on that later.
So we're going to go ahead back to the other 4.
You do that, please. Thank you.
So you guys are arguing about the chest?
All right. So no, we're not arguing about the chest.
No.
I'm trying to fight my way out of friggin' Holmes's grip to go for the chest.
Martin, can you help me hold him down? Actually, Ren, come here.
Yeah, get Ren. Ren.
Before Ren
just
gets
goes
there.
up, puts a
Wait,
hand
before
down.
Before Ren gets there, can I do a strength check against Holmes to see if I can break free?
Yeah, that would be athletics versus his athletics.
Before you do anything, I will say, hey, asshole, I just saved you. Leave the chest alone.
Which I believe is even.
Oh yeah, I'm not winning that athletics.
No. He gets a 0, you get a -1.
I know.
Oh,
I already threw it. It's so bad.
Go ahead, Dave. Go to skills and athletics, which is the 4th one down. Or you can just roll a D20.
No, it's all right. I'll go to athletics.
I don't think you understand my. I don't think you understand my inner Scrooge McDuck.
I don't have athletics. Wait, what the fuck's athletics? I have acrobatics.
Just roll a D20.
Skills.
It's basically because you're even. It's on your skills. It's the 4th one down. Everybody has it. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, another guy.
Nope, not a shot in hell. I'm just wiggling and writhing and trying.
Hey, Ren, can you hold him down? Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Using her pinky.
But yeah, Ren will go up there. Are you going to try to fight Ren, Lenoris?
No, I'm not. I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid.
No, I grab.
I'll put it this way: she has a +8 in
Yeah,
athletics.
I cannot beat unless she rolls an absolute 1 and I roll a 20. I can't beat her.
Not that bad. Yeah.
I grab my bow staff and I'm like, Martin, is this thing closed? By the way, Brian.
It is closed.
Martin, what do you see a black fog around it?
Yeah. Is the
what
black fog visible to anybody else, or is it just me?
Just you, and for like out of game. This is the only time that this is going to happen.
Gotcha.
But yeah, back in game, you're the only one that can see this, and basically your god is allowing you to see what's going on.
All right.
Okay.
So
So
I'm
when
just
you're
gonna-
saying that, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
well, I'm just gonna talk like a crazy person. Be like, it's right there. Can't you see it? It's all around the box.
I don't see anything, but I believe you.
And he's just
Yep.
gonna like manic because nobody's seeing it.
All right, I'm not even gonna poke at this thing. But I do look at Ren and say, Ren, don't let anybody touch this thing.
She's holding, like, she's basically, Lenoris has decided not to argue at this point in time, but she has both of her hands, like one hand on each side of Lenoris' shoulder. She's like, I don't think we're going to have a problem.
Nope, we are not gonna have a problem. I like having arms.
Rip him off and beat it with a wet end.
Brian, how far is that chest from the acid?
Like, he fell right next to it, so we're talking 5 to 10 feet.
Can I take my bow? Marnin, can I take the bow staff and push the chest in the acid? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm
Out of game.
back up.
Fuck you. But in game, I have no idea what you're about to do. But out of game, fuck you.
So I take my 6 foot or 5 foot bow staff and I just push it right to the edge of the acid, and I go. But before I push it in, I look back at Lenoris and smile, and I poke it in the acid.
I hate you.
So
You know how much gold was in that?
I whatever it is. Listen. Martin just had a blank stare at his face, like he was on an LSD trip, and there was this white blinded like emblem and showed up on his neck, and it's beautiful. Like he's saying all this stuff. He saw something that we did not see. You understand that?
No. What I understand is that I saw what was inside of that, and the value of what was inside of that. And then I saw you push that in because he's talking like a fucking crazy person. And somewhere in here, he found a nice necklace that didn't come out of that. Maybe another chest. He might know where the other chest is.
So at this point in time, as you guys watch this chest dissolve, Marnin, your emblem starts to glow as it dissolves.
Do I notice this, or does
everybody would notice this?
Okay.
And as it glows, you will hear everyone, including Damien, will hear a voice coming from the emblem.
What does it say?
Yeah, what does it say?
Do I have to make a hearing?
Those who take don't receive the best blessings.
Oh, well,
And
Lenoris.
at this point in time, Marnin,
Yeah.
you get the feeling that you have the opportunity to bless weapons. One for every single character.
Alrighty then.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, let me just go to my inventory. Can he bless a weapon that's magic?
Yes, but unfortunately for you guys, I already chose out what you're getting. It will help out your characters, even though you're not thinking of what it is.
Okay.
During this whole process, are my eyes like glowing white, or is it just
No,
like
it's not controlling you. It's talking from your emblem.
Gotcha. So I'm just like, what the shit?
So
Where did you get that necklace?
I'm you not see the thing glowing like, and he goes even more manic because none of this is making sense to him.
But you will hear the voice, like everybody will hear the voice come from the emblem. Stand forth, Lenoris, and receive your blessing.
Is Ren gonna let me go?
She'll let you go.
All right. And I guess I will walk towards Marnin and kind of muttering under my breath, better be fucking gold. You know what? If it's not gold, I'll take platinum.
I'll just take that necklace.
Right.
Let me see if I can get this over here. So Martin, nope, I cannot. I gotta go. I have to put it in this a certain way. For some reason, it's not allowing me to just put it into your character sheet.
Gotcha. Well, Norris,
you feel that you should touch his loot.
Bad touch, bad touch.
You should bless
and me,
his loot.
baby, ain't nothing but mammals.
Don't touch me there. This is my no square.
Look what I can do.
Look what I can do.
All right, so I'm gonna touch his loot. Giggity.
Does it glow? If it doesn't glow, I'm gonna be upset.
It will not only glow, but it will also transform. Your loot, which was
Das Loot,
basically just wood, will now have gold and platinum added to the finish.
Well, now I think
instead of it like having whatever thing is on there, it has been turned in. It has been turned into like basically look better.
But it was a rich mahogany.
It still has mahogany, but now it has gold and platinum inlay. And you receive
binding now.
A different instrument of the bards, a greater Das Loot. It's basically like the same one that you had, except you get 3 new spells.
Those
Cure
3
Wounds at level 5.
Nice.
Wall of Thorns. And everybody's favorite, Control Weather.
Control Weather.
That's fun.
Hello, Storm.
Yes.
Hello.
Can I take an opportunity to say something to Lenoris? I saved you twice today. I saved you twice today.
You don't know that. You threw away 1,000 gold.
Can I touch a loot?
At this point in time, Guy, you will get a vision.
Ah, crap. Those all the time.
You'll get a vision of a very familiar looking male Goliath.
Little motherfucker.
He is talking to somebody into the darkness, and you see in his hand with his gritty, lovely smile that the last time you saw he had on, and he is holding a headband.
Oh, it's fucking Mongo.
And you wouldn't recognize this as the same headband that the troll had on.
Oh.
Motherfucker. So is this like, am I like stuck in this vision, or is this like a fleeting, just something I see and then?
It's basically muted, and you will get like the impression. Actually, roll either a intelligence or arcana check.
Well, I'm going to see which one's better. Intelligence. Not great. Arcana. Oh, it's the same. It's intelligence based.
Okay. You have no idea anything about this. But you will hear the same voice. Like after the image fades. Let's see. a lute for the bard to help thy keep friends up and protect them.
So this is after the Mongo disappears. I hear this.
Yeah, it should have been before. I messed up, but yeah.
Oh, yep, gotcha. Hear that, and then I saw Mongo.
Basically,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything because
Yeah, you were the only one who got that image.
Yep. So the Mongo thing is something that I've buried deep down inside, and then covered with booze, and then bottled underneath those booze, and then one day I'll die and it goes away.
Everybody heard the voice, but no one saw your vision.
Perfect.
That's when I'm going to be like, see, look, that's what happened to me. That's the thing.
Oh my goodness, the cleric is confused as God finally talks to him. It's a wonder you're not better at your craft.
Okay. All right, fine.
Shut up, Damien, asshole.
Fine. You're not crazy. I saw it too. You're not totally crazy. And I'm gonna look back at Holmes and be like, but you still pushed all that fucking gold into the acid. You're an asshole. Stand by it.
I just say you're welcome.
Who is next to receive their blessing?
I say Ms. Wren.
Can I get a second one?
Second one.
2 dust.
You got like 3 level 5 spells. I think you're good.
Said who's next? I was like, well, I'll take number 2 and number 3. I don't care.
It doesn't matter to me. Who wants to go up next?
Yeah, Wren. I agree.
Okay. Because Heather's not here, I'll tell her what she saw in her vision. But Marnin, you will touch her greatsword.
Okay.
Whoa, wait, what?
And
Phrasing, is that
That's not code for anything, bro.
Yeah. You will touch her greatsword,
That's what she said.
and everyone will hear, for the light in the darkness. And Rain's greatsword will burst into flames, just on the blade.
That's badass.
Nice.
Oh, that weapon.
Oh, she said late.
Sort of fire and light.
And who here speaks speaks elf?
I think
Or
Damien does.
I definitely do.
Damien does.
Okay. So when it bursts into flames, you will hear the elven word for unicorn. That's the command word. I had to make it
Yes,
unicorn.
awesome. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Hell
Ren will
yeah,
not know
dude.
that because she does not know Elvish, but everybody else would know that
That's
the command
fucking
word is
awesome.
Elvish for unicorn.
Badass.
I think she speaks Sylvan.
I think you're right. Does anybody else stand up to Martin?
Demon's gonna go up to him, if only to chastise him some more.
I'll go last.
Wait a minute. So you've been seeing that these guys have been getting gifts. Let me get your
Push
thing
the
up.
fucking box in there. Make all these gifts come about.
So when you go up there, you will hear the voice call out to you. Lift your weapon for an enchantment.
Which one?
The sword.
I have 2.
The better one.
So Rivers of Blood, not
It would be
regular
your wounding. It It would be
Rivers of
your
Life.
Scimitar of Wounding.
Yeah.
Yep. He will raise rivers of blood.
So, Martin touches it, gives it a blessing, and your Scimitar of Wounding has been transformed into a Scimitar of Wounding Speed.
Ooh, nice.
Like that.
Which, if I can get it over there. So you're automatically attuned to it. This is a +1 weapon. It basically is your Scimitar of Wounding, except you can use your bonus action to attack with it. And
nice.
It goes up from a regular to a +1. It's basically a combination of what you had before and a Scimitar of Wounding and a Scimitar of Speed. It's a combination between those two weapons.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
You can fuck shit up faster.
Well, maybe, because that...
You're trying to negotiate this?
No, it's just so Damien's a 2-weapon fighter. He's currently using a shield. So with 2-weapon fighting, you attack, and bonus action, you offhand attack.
And this is something that, like, I have no problem. If you want to change that particular thing, we can change it.
Oh, why? It's fighting style?
Yeah, if you want to change your fighting style, I have no problem with changing that.
Oh, yeah, let's go to defense then, if we're going to do that.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Because I know you're a 2-weapon fighter, but this basically makes 2-weapon fighting pointless.
Yeah, obsolete. Yeah, that's why I wanted to...
But
that's
honestly,
why I paused there for a second, because I like it, but I'm thinking, how does this apply to, because it does kind of make your fighting style obsolete if...
Yeah, but it's such a good weapon.
I love it.
Because now you still get attacked twice. Well, you still get
3
to attack
times,
with your bonus action.
And you get a shield.
Right.
Yeah. Which is kind of wild. So, yeah, fuck it. If later on, if I can change my fighting style to defense, fuck yeah.
Yeah, because we're coming
It's
up to a
about to
level
get
up. I have no problem just giving you, what is it, a +1 AC?
Yeah, that as long as I'm wearing armor, I get +1 AC.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and add that.
And I'll get rid of 2. Yeah, because that's a cool... defense is like, I don't know what to choose. The fighting style, it's hard to go wrong with a higher armor class.
Right.
And now that it's a beautiful fucking weapon, and I love it. This is the on it, but since it makes my current fighting style obsolete, it's like, well...
Yeah, and that's my bad. I thought about... there's several things that I was thinking about giving you, and I'm like, you know what? I forgot that your fighting style was 2-weapon. Yeah. I'm like, I think this will be... this will be good. This will last you quite a while.
No, I don't see myself really changing weapons from this until we're in the tier where you kind of need to have +2 and +3 weapons, and even then, I would rather just enchant this further and spend the money. This might be his permanent weapon now.
So, you will get. The voice will tell you.
Eat a cucumber.
The voice will basically... Yeah, funny. Cucumber. The voice will basically tell you... for the one to stand amongst... Wait a minute.
Okay, take your time.
I
don't worship you.
Thorn. God dang it! I didn't write it down. But
it's okay. I get it, Avalon.
Yeah.
I get it. I basically cock blocked your most pious servant, and now.
But I did write it down. It drives me nuts that I forgot to write it down. But the image that you will get is that you will see a lone book on a lone book sitting on top of a table. This book, you cannot read the title because
Please
the
tell me
title.
the cover is like a human face stretched across.
No.
Damn it.
What the fuck?
The title has the ancient writing that you haven't been able to decipher.
Oh, that's the book I want. It's
Nice
You will
callback
see
to Army of
somebody-
Darkness.
You will see somebody approach the book and pick it up.
motherfucker. Don't touch that. It's mine.
And when you see the face, as it slowly goes on, you will see Daenerys's face.
Oh,
Oh,
And when he, and that's the vision that you will get.
is Daenerys bad now?
no. He just has
Okay.
knowledge that I want.
Okay.
I mean,
a sword.
not that we know of.
Listen,
Okay.
you know he's gone through some shit. It probably ties into the fucking sword that he carries.
Oh,
Right.
100%.
100%, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all day long.
Yes.
But now Damien has a
But, and by the way, Ren's and Greatsword Flame Tongue is also a +1 weapon on top of it.
Flame Tongue was kind of like the scimitar I wanted going on, but I like this, wounding fast one much better.
Yeah.
Flame Tongue's just such a great.
Hey, what's up, man? Just doing some streaming, bro.
Huh. I did not realize she had that much
Yeah,
attunement.
that's awesome.
She has the ring, the boots.
Well, this is your guys' specialized weapon. So I'll just take that part off. It doesn't have to be infused. Right? It doesn't have to. Because I'm not going to take something else away. I did not realize that it had to be. There we go.
That's right,
We're
great.
good.
The Flame Tongue does need to be attuned. So sorry. I forgot about that.
But basically, her +1 great sword basically
Does
got a
4d6
fire.
now.
Yeah.
It does 4d6.
That's
46 plus 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
So when she crits on that, it'll be 8d6 plus 6, which
Yeah,
is lovely.
she's gross.
And if she takes, great weapon fighting, -5, it'll be 4d6 plus 16 with advantage, because she's reckless.
Oh, that's about to get dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of broken.
That could be 40
That's-
points of damage on one whack.
Yep, that's barbarians.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
Ren
That's-
smash just leveled
Wow.
up.
Yeah, because the 4d6 is the 2d6 plus the great sword, and then an additional 2d6 of fire. And if she really wants to be pissy, she can take elemental mastery, and
Mhm.
creatures that are
There.
resistant to fire
I
damage
just-
are no longer not.
Yeah.
I just put it down there. That's 20 damage. And
Basically
that
that.
was below average.
Yep.
Jesus.
And that's
Christ.
without her rage.
Wow. Okay.
Um,
I'm really glad she's on our side.
Yep.
Yep.
She's a tank. She's a tank, dude.
See why I'm not fighting her when she holds me down?
Fair
You go like
point.
that? I actually, Lenoris, I thought I saw you going against to her.
No.
let's see, the next person
No,
is
you didn't.
going to be Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
So, you go up. Let me see if I can find it.
You finally picked
And-
it up. How perceptive.
And you
No,
were
I knew
also
from the
asked
beginning.
about your rapier or your sword.
My rapier. Really? Okay. I pulled out my pull the rapier out.
Wait, what?
You pulled out your what?
I pull up my sword.
It does get infused, and because we haven't really worked on your backstory,
You've been a touch.
I don't have a vision for you.
I do have
shows
a,
him just staying in
and-
place for more than a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no. No, Brian, we've gone over my backstory a bit and how,
bit.
why I mentioned.
But
And why
we
I
haven't gone
dimensional-
over. We haven't gone over like your backstory connecting you to this world. We talked about your backstory.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. It's not.
Yep.
It's not that big of a deal. But
Yep.
you get.
Yeah.
Hey, Heather's coming in here soon. There we are.
Hey guys, can
Hey.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Which, now that she's here, we can actually. I can actually tell everybody what she saw. So you get your rapier after it's been blessed by Marnin.
Mhm.
Starts to float.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
And
You have my undivided attention.
you now have a dancing rapier.
Who does?
Hmm.
You know what a dancing
Dave.
rapier is, Dave?
It's a rapier that dances back and forth.
You basically throw it in the air and it'll float around and attack objects on its own.
So it's like the arrow for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
It was a Magic the Gathering card. You can look at the art,
Yeah.
dancing sword, and you can equip it too. You can equip the dancing sword with other swords.
I've seen I've seen
Yep.
Dance Scimitar, but
It's the
I didn't-
drone. It's the unmanned drone of swords.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. I
So
can throw it up.
basically, you
I can,
basically you can say, "Hey, well, you've seen where Martin has a spiritual weapon, right?
yes.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual weapon.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah,
But a sword.
it's your version of Sweet Baby Jesus. This way, as a rogue, you get 2 attacks
I was
using your
Okay.
bonus action,
sweet.
and it does the exact same damage as if you were in melee. The only bad, quote unquote, bad part is that it has to remain 30 feet has to remain within 30 feet of you.
Can it parry for me while I'm shooting a bow?
It can attack and kill things trying to get into your way,
What's that?
Uh-huh.
which is why the voice is going to say, "For the one who is always alone."
All right, yeah, bro. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, I know. For the one that is always alone, a friend to protect you. And at that point in time, the rapier's going to be like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" Only you can hear it,
Indian.
Holmes.
Did I get a vision?
Nope. You
Damn it.
literally, you'll see this rapier, and it looks like a regular rapier, except there is a very dark, like it's basically all black to more or less make it so that way you're sneaky.
I will
And
give
it
it.
does have a dark ruby, or excuse me, basically a purple stone in the hilt, and from that you can see it flicker every once in a while whenever it talks to you.
Huh. Can I'm gonna give you a name. If that's okay. I ask if it's okay.
Hey, it's fine by me, bruh.
Perfect. Shaft.
Like it.
Yeah,
I like giving people the me.
For me, I like giving people. Is that on your Tinder profile?
I don't have social media.
That's on his OnlyFans.
That's what it was.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's badass. Awesome.
So
Wow.
yeah, it will be a little wonky for everybody to use. By the way, Ren, since you are now here on stream,
Just
you
get some
got
water.
your greatsword has been magically bolstered by Marnin and his new god Avalon, and
Oh,
you
okay.
now have a infused greatsword of the flame tongue. So you can use a bonus adject to turn it on fire. And now you
Nice.
can see in the dark with it.
That's helpful. Thank you, Marnin.
Oh, tell her the best part about the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you use your bonus action to engage this, instead of rolling 2d6, you'll be rolling 4d6.
Yep.
I like it.
There's additional 2d6 fire damage.
Yep.
I like that a lot.
But it still has its +1.
So my greatsword is completely badass now. If I choose to use that as my bonus action.
Basically,
which
this
I will
sword is
remember.
probably going to last you until like level 16 or 17.
Ren
And
doesn't. Ren no
just like-
longer smashes; she splits in half.
Yeah, just to clarify, you say choose user bonus action. It's not each turn. You say the keyword,
Yeah.
it bursts into flames, and it stays lit until you're like, I don't want you on fire anymore.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
even though Ren does not know this, she was told what the command word was, and it's Elvish for unicorn.
I like it. Nice.
And when you did get this blessing, your character got a vision.
Okay.
You will notice a slender figure running on top of a desert town's buildings.
Okay.
It has its hood up, but you do see a few features. As far as it has a tail.
Mhm.
And in the full full moonlight, you can barely make out the coat, but it is recognizable.
Okay.
The figure stops, and 4 shadows start to surround him. And then the vision ends. And then the voice would have said, and before the infusion was complete, would say about your sword, for the light and the darkness.
Okay.
That was my favorite pistol in Fallout New Vegas.
The light and the darkness. All right.
It's a nasty 45.
Yeah.
And Marnin,
I touch myself.
after you finish blessing everybody's weapons,
Yeah.
your club starts to transform.
Okay.
Interesting.
It is no longer a club. It is a staff.
Alrighty
know
then.
that's much better.
Longer's better.
Depends.
This is
It'd be like a
what
kickstand.
is known of a staff of withering damage.
Oh.
That is bad touch.
That's bad
So-
touch all day long.
Yeah. The club is going to be gone. So, for those of you who don't know, number 1, this is now a +1 staff.
Yep.
Number 2, it has 3 charges on it that replay 1 through 3 at every dawn. It is considered actually a quarter staff. You can use it one-handed or two-handed. Two-handed is 1d8, one-handed is 1d6. And if you hit somebody, you can use a charge to make them do... you can use a charge to do an extra 2d10 necrotic damage to a target. In addition, the target must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or had disadvantage for 1 hour on an ability check or saving throw that uses Strength or Constitution.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Happy learned how to putt.
Mm.
It's like Ray of Enfeeblement and a discount necrotic touch.
Right?
And your vision that you get,
Yeah.
is that you see a very old man, weathered by the storm. He is missing a leg, recently cut off, and missing his left arm. He looks up from his jail cell to the gallows. When he looks up, you notice the very recognizable face of your captain.
No shit. Okay.
Arm and a leg.
It's got a full tank of gas.
I'm gonna call out to him.
Like, as soon as I finish saying, the vision disappears.
Damn it. All right.
Let's go find me, Captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
That's pretty much what I say when I come out of my vision. I gotta find the captain.
I'll also remind you that there is something that we talked about you doing.
Yep. Oh, I remember. I mean,
do you?
A little
Yeah.
less than, goldfish
I have no
with head
idea.
injury, but it's what I think you're talking about. I think I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'll remind you. The more you give, the more you receive.
Right. Right. Yep, I remember.
I walk behind Lenoris and I credit card swipe him. And I whisper gingerly in his ear.
What did you whisper gingerly in my ear?
You're welcome. And then I smell my hand.
I'm gonna look at him very pissed off because of my vision. I'm still pretty pissed. And he threw my gold into the acid.
And just before he says anything, I look at him and go, "Don't do anything original like
I didn't
draw a dick on my forehead."
I didn't say anything. I'm just gonna look at you pissed.
Lenoris, did you look at the chest as it fell into the acid?
Oh,
No.
I definitely.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, I did.
So
Yeah,
you,
it was-
anybody
chest?
was looking at the chest, once it falls into the acid, go ahead, whoever's looking at it, go ahead, roll a perception check.
I'm not that perceptive.
Perception,
Big money, no Emmys.
skill.
Oh yeah. Dirty 21.
It's skills, right? Yeah. And perception. No, it's just it's on the main screen.
That's under skills.
Oops,
It's under skills as well.
Nice.
Oh wait. How the fuck? I can't.
Alphabetical.
Just pick up the number that says plus.
Yeah, I got it. I haven't done this in a while. Sorry.
Okay, we're just gonna tease you about it.
Even with the
Oh,
one,
the one time.
even with a 1, I get an 11.
Just wait till you
Damn,
get
bro.
reliable talent. That would have been a 21 also.
Yes.
Or
Can't get lower
20.
than a 15. Be above.
So the two people that rolled a 21, you will notice that they're as the acid started dissolving the chest, you will see a face show up in the acid.
Ew.
Okay.
All right. That's
Just as
unsettling.
full of kittens or something. The way you were describing it.
Oh god, that would have been so bad.
All
Someone's
right, so
face,
I'm
man.
gonna look at Ren and be like, "You saw the face, right? You saw the face in the acid from the
Are you,
chest, right?
are you tripping on acid?
No,
see that face?
just there was
Are
a
you
face.
sure?
You saw the face.
You weren't here for him describing his vision earlier. He was definitely tripping on acid.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not that he was tripping on acid. I'm just boggled because in order to obtain cleric or paladin or any righteous powers, you have your god has to communicate with you. So like, I choose you, smite in my name and that stuff, and you clearly must have, or maybe not, because that would explain how you can't really cleric. But now suddenly you hear him and it's like, oh my god, God exists, my life wasn't a sham, I don't have to start the mega church. Like, I'm curious, Martin, what's going on?
Hey, Damien. Goldfish, head injury, just saying.
Yes,
I'm going to point to Damien and be like, yep, that's exactly what happened.
Every time we get in a fight, he gets hit in the head. It just...
He's not wrong.
It's probably a
He's not
TBI.
the one that takes most of the damage.
By the way, Brian, I start using my finger to scribble something on my.
What's that?
I start using my finger to scribble something around.
In the acid?
No, in the dirt.
Good thing you said
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, Martin.
It's going to be like, hey, bro, I'm an instrument of war. I don't write things.
No, my finger.
Oh, your finger? I thought you said your sword.
Yeah, no. Shaft's back in the hole. Is back in my.
Hey, bro, I'm an instrument of war, but I like to be clean. Don't touch me with that finger.
I know where it's been.
Listen, hey, given your character's background, man, that's something you would like, bro. I'm just saying.
But
Just
anyway,
put it out there.
we did all of that.
I
We
have
do
2
need to
crits
take.
and chromatic orbs, so let's fire those at homes.
There's 2 things. Number 1, let's go ahead and take a break.
Angry.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Oh,
before the break,
yeah, I'm
we
tired.
have to mention our sponsor.
Yes.
Because we are at the 1 hour mark. And this is also for people over here on YouTube. The stream did get sponsored by HelloFresh. Link is going to be in the description below. Every single time somebody uses that, it helps benefit the channel, which is going to go back into the channel, and also hopefully pay everybody, all the voice actors here.
Brian, what does the link, the sponsorship, do to the people who click on it?
If they use the link, they will get a $130 off across 6 boxes, which, by the way, when I looked in there, if you do the full, it's actually more of a percentage, but you will get $130 off at a minimum. This is
HelloFresh is good for people who don't have time to prepare meals and go shopping on the go.
Exactly. No prep, no mess. It cuts out everything, gets delivered straight to your door. You get to pick the recipes that you want, from everything between low-calorie diets, high protein, and I believe
Keto.
there's also a gluten diet one. I did take a look at it earlier. And
There's
it does
a keto
fit to your
and a
lifestyle.
vegan friendly.
There you go. Because, by the way, we do have a person here who has very high medical requirements when it comes to what they eat, and it would be great for any type of lifestyle that you live.
That's that one right there. Wait, hold
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, exactly. Second page. But this is a way that you can, instead of eating out or having stuff delivered, this will come straight to your home. You never have to leave. They're over. All the meal plans do vary, rotating every week from 25 plus meal options and 33 add-on options like smoothie, keto shakes, desserts, and more. This is going to be great for those of you that are gamers. You can basically get a snack or anything like that for just underneath 2 minutes without any prep or cleanup.
There goes one now.
Yep. He had to go to the bathroom. That's another reason why we had to take a break. But yes, use the link in the description below. If you're over here on Twitch, I have a panel up that'll be up for 2 weeks. This will allow you to basically take 40%, up to 40% off of your order. Which, if you get the 18 meals for 6 weeks, it is nearly half off, which is just amazing. And the more people who use the link, the money will go straight to the channel and to the people who make this channel great, the ones that are standing with me right now.
Oh,
Thanks, man.
Aw.
Aw.
But-
Sounds fresh.
Exactly. But with that, we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Are we ready to get back into game?
Yes, we are.
Already.
let's do it to it.
Okay. There. Now Ren is on the map as well.
All right. I have arrived. Or she has arrived.
Tony, like out of game, do you remember what I told you that you needed to do?
God, you would ask me that, and my mind just totally shit its pants. So, yeah, go ahead and remind me.
Goldfish with a head injury.
First
Do you,
problem. Put pants on your brain.
maybe this will remind you. Do you really need that Cloak of Elvenkind? Now, do you remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I've
I
been
remember
trying
now.
to hint at
Yeah.
it a few times, and you keep brushing it off.
The more you give, the more
Yeah.
you receive.
Yeah.
All right, so the where the hell is it at?
So yeah, we'll go ahead and get back into game.
Okay, so this is going to, was it Holmes or was it Lenoris?
Who do you think is going to need to be stealthy?
Why you gotta ask a loaded question like that, man?
The thing about it, who's the rogue?
Holmes.
Wait, what's this? What is this you give me, good sir?
So for those that like, I talked to Tony about doing something.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And my players all have minds of goldfish minus like 1 or 2.
I think Rudy's the only one that actually remembers anything. Ever.
Yeah, it's okay. You can say that. I'm
Forever
not going to be upset.
Right.
So wait a minute.
So-
I gave life back to Lenoris, and I
Yeah.
pushed the chest aside the acid, and I get 2 things. I get right in between Martin and Damien and pretend I'm skiing.
But anyway, we're gonna get back
Do
into
I
the
get
game
more?
now
Sorry.
that Tony has been reminded
Yes.
exactly what he's supposed to do.
I grab my Cloak of Elvenkind and hand it over to Holmes.
I receive it and go, this is nice. What is it?
It's a Cloak of Elvenkind. And,
All right,
what it does, let me pull up the thing here. While you wear this cloak, hood is up. And it just disappeared. Here, pull it up in your
It's on
inventory. You can read it.
It's on your inventory now, Dave. But
I'm looking at it
basically, when you put the hood up, perception checks to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks.
Oh my god. Dude, my guy's going to be invisible.
That's the point.
Basically.
That's crazy. I'm looking
But it does take a action to put up the hood or down. So would you like
Gotcha.
to put it up?
Yes, I stopped doing my drawing, obviously. And when I was writing. And I do put it up. I want to see how it
Monkey
works.
with a giant penis.
Funny you should mention that.
And
It does look like a giant.
as
That
soon
looks
as
small.
Martin gives this to you, you will see that the light from his medallion starts to shine and starts to encompass his entire body. As it dissolves, you will notice that his his breastplate has been expanded to become it is basically has turned into full plate armor. Full plate armor, but it has the same sheen that it has before. So it's still adamantium.
Adamantium?
Ooh.
But can you move it that, Martin?
And you will notice, because technically you're absolutely right, Damien. Technically, he can't move in that armor. And you'll notice that he'll also have new gauntlets.
Nerd.
There we go. But are you proficient with that armor?
He is. Life domain
heavy?
gets heavy. I
What domain?
double checked it.
Life?
Yep.
No shit, I thought it was war.
War also gets
Holy
it.
I'm very happy to be wrong about that. No, because clerics are funky, dude. Clerics are
Oh,
funky.
yeah.
Straight
They are
up.
so
That's what.
freakishly weird. It drives me nuts, but because they get that added onto it.
Right.
Like it doesn't say it on your thing, but life domain. I forget which. I think it's like right as soon as they get it. They do.
Right.
Because clerics are
You
one of the
gain-
few classes.
Their
where it's
level
like-
1 ability, you gain proficiency with heavy armor.
Yeah. Because, again, clerics are weird. They're one of the few classes where at level 1 you actually get to choose what you want to be. And, so, like, if you look at the proficiencies for clerics, it's like, yeah, simple weapons and medium armor. It's like, okay. But then you're like, but I want to be life domain or war domain. It's like, well, here's this fucking plate. Enjoy.
Brian, look to your right. Look to your right. Look
What?
down.
Cats make
Yeah,
me
look
biscuits.
down.
kitty cat?
Yeah, it just literally just had the basket. Just started like
Yeah.
eating it. That's so cute, dude. Can't get over that. This cute cat.
But yeah, it was one of the reasons why I didn't, like I said, granted he can't wear most heavy armors without
Yep.
the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Let's hope the magic never fades in those.
Right.
Which for some reason it didn't bring over your AC.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's up with the AC? It didn't pop up in.
Should be tanky if it's played. Should be what, fucking 20 now?
There it is.
There it is.
No, he goes up. He has a +1 shield, so he goes up to
Oh,
21.
so high. 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's almost almost at. Well, granted, if he puts the shield of faith on him, his AC is as high as Damien's is with shield.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
See, this is a cleric. You know, just like get in the fray, stay with your party, just be too fucking tanky to hit.
Yep.
All right.
Pick up Shield Mastery down the line for discount evasion on dex space saves. So it's like, I'm either going to take all the damage or 0. There is no half.
Yeah, my dex is. I mean, it's okay.
No, it's
So
not.
that
It's not
it
good.
Yeah,
needs
it's
to
bad.
be boosted.
It's bad.
And I did look up through the game to see if I could get that boosted for you, because I know that's more of the build that you were going for.
Yeah.
But there's so many few items that actually increase your dex.
Yeah, and for clerics, it's hard.
Right.
It really is. Just because of what you're allowed to use.
Yep.
But yeah, your strength, is now at 19. You're almost as strong as Ren now.
Play a cleric, they said. Have a blast. Yeah, do something you haven't done in 15 years. Thanks. All right, let's do this.
I mean, most importantly, when you run through all your spells, it means you can still do stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You can thump.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right.
You thump hard.
So I'm
So yeah,
assuming
that
with
got
all of
shifted
this
over.
light and shit going on in here, can we see the room in a better light?
No, there's nothing to light it up. But one thing that is going to happen, everybody roll a perception check.
I like those.
I do
They have
too.
numbers.
Oddly, and they're wisdom based, so
Whoops.
I shouldn't like them.
We're going to
Fuck
ignore
me.
that one because I did a dum-dum.
My brain had a dums.
Yep, apparently mine does too.
Well, I
Okay.
grabbed performance, and then I just we're just going to put that off to the side and grab perception.
So
A
that-
dirty
yeah,
20.
Dirty 20. Me and Rudy.
both, for some reason, Lenoris, Holmes, and Damien, you notice that
What do you mean
this.
for some reason.
Well, you
That's
didn't.
what we said.
Actually, what's funny? I don't know. Holmes didn't notice. There is a black goo that is moving from the acid pile where the chest went in, and is starting to move towards the troll.
No, you don't.
Burn the
Because
troll.
unfortunately, the two people who saw it last time didn't see it this time.
That sounds like a firebolt to me.
Ren. I yelled at Ren. I'm like, Ren, pick up the troll and throw it in the acid now.
All right.
I'm just gonna point out it'd be like, what the hell is that?
In his head too. Its head was detached, right? Yeah, I grab its head.
Oh.
It's like a
It's not
basketball.
detached.
I would like to
okay.
blast the goo.
So, for role playing, okay, you shoot the goo. You try to shoot the goo. The goo dodges it and jumps into the mouth of the troll.
God damn it.
Ew. No.
Not okay.
The troll begins to stand.
Shit.
We
Would
never
you-
separated the head, huh?
I thought we'd.
That's going to be a funny part that you're not going that you're going to get. I will allow you guys to move 15 feet and to do a
no.
bonus action.
I don't know where the thing is.
It's right in front of me. Fuck that.
You
thing.
should be able to see it now.
Okay, there it is. All right.
1, 2, 3.
All right. I'm gonna go. Come on, you. 5, 10, and then right there. And for my bonus action, I would like to second wind.
Fair.
For my bonus action. Oh, sorry. Should we roll initiative? Right.
I'm allowing you guys to do a bonus action and 15 of movement. So basically, you guys get half a turn.
Okay. Oh wait, I could throw the. I throw the hood of the cloak on. Yes.
No, you already had it up.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I get
But
the
you
box
do
card.
have the shaft is like, let me out!
Yep.
I can get him, brah!
I throw shaft right at him, man.
So as a bonus action, you throw it out,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I throw it right up.
but you have to. It's every bonus action you get to attack with it. Basically, you have to
Okay.
spend one bonus action to throw him out, then another bonus action to attack.
Okay, so I just throw him out
Yeah.
there. And,
Why do you think I'm giving
gotcha.
you a bonus action? Like, for example, because Ren was not here,
I haven't
or
got
Heather
there
was not
yet.
here,
Hold on.
bonus action, you can ignite your blade.
I was going to. That's my bonus action. I remembered. So what do I have to do anything for it? Is there a thing
Basically, you just
on
say the
there?
command word, which is unicorn. And then you can
By
also
the
move
power
15
of
feet.
unicorn.
As my
Nice.
bonus action,
My great
I'm going
sword.
to grab Lenora's and slide him behind me.
Number one, you threw him in acid.
Yep.
No, what?
You
How?
asshole.
Just
Because you
like-
guys are in the green.
Oh,
You can
shit,
be
my
here.
bad.
You literally walked in the acid.
Good God. All right. Yeah. That's. I put him behind me.
Because both of you were in acid. You're like, I'm going to stand in acid. Here, Lenoris, join me.
I didn't realize that was acid. Never mind then. Yeah, he's behind me.
He leaves.
Don't die, dummy.
You guys will, you squishies.
So just for you guys to know what was going to happen if you open up the chest, is that it was going to attack you without your new gear.
We're gonna get attacked by the chest.
The chest. Just watch it, Ren. You'll figure it out. Because you weren't here when it happened.
So for my bonus action, I'm going to use Healing Word on Marnin and just yell, "Don't die, dummy, you!" And then I'm going to use my 15 feet of movement to run the F away.
I think you've already been moved 5 feet. But yeah, you can still get another 2 blocks.
Legal. 2
There
blocks.
we go. I got some lag going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this map. I hate it.
Oh, that's right. The map was all messed up last time too.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha.
The map is
It
shit.
is the map. It's nothing else. I think it's because this is probably the largest map that we've had. It's probably why it's lagging.
Then is giving inspiration?
That's bonus action.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, I already used it. All right, come on.
So go ahead. The troll is fully erect. The black ooze, the black ooze has completely entered his body. It looks at all of you and starts lumbering forward. Go ahead, roll initiative.
I can do that.
That's a crit.
That is not a crit. Damn
Fuck
it.
yeah. Dirty 20, baby.
Oh, actually, I'm
So
supposed to roll with advantage on these?
Yes, you
yes,
Yes.
so is
You and
Holmes.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's right. What's my advantage?
I'll take the 15.
are. You already rolled, so just roll once more.
Yep, just roll again.
Roll again. I
You
kind
have-
of like them.
Go ahead, you could get higher. I'll just remember right now you're at 18, and if you get higher, then I'll.
Roll advantage. I forgot all about that.
Oh well,
No.
who cares? You still got
Same.
18.
God damn it.
So, Damien, of course, you were first.
Of course, he says. Yeah, I'm just gonna test the waters here. Start off kind of basic. See what's up with this guy. Give him a firebolt.
That is. Oh, that's actually a hit.
A zombie troll.
So I don't want to
Rolls the-
fire anything big at him until I can kind of gauge what he's doing.
Bulls don't like fire.
I know. There's a demon who.
I thought you got 2 bolts. Oh well.
Do
I did.
zombie?
No,
Do
you get
zombie
1
trolls
bolt,
like
but it does
fire?
2d10. It's not. Like,
Okay, I did it the other way. He got 2 bolts with 1d10 each.
You're thinking Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
Firebolt just gets strong.
Would you like to do any type of movement?
You know what? I'm gonna chill out where I'm at right now
Yeah.
and just pass my turn.
Okay, Martin, you
All
are
right.
up next.
We're gonna do a thing. Gonna test out the old staff of withering. Do I have to move up to do that?
Yes, it is not a reach weapon.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to move up. Wow, there's lots of lag. And Kersmack.
Oh.
That is a miss.
Damn.
Or smack harder.
Double schmack. Kershmack.
Yep.
If he could have 2 attacks, he would try it probably.
Yeah.
It is the troll's turn.
Yay!
That's that higher armor class, buddy.
Right?
Right
That's
in
what I'm
the
looking
Kershmack-
forward to.
He
Kershmack
is-
zone.
Going to try to bite you
Or smack. Oh,
and misses.
Dying
Claw
little
you.
hiney.
Nat 20,
Oh,
Ow.
Jesus.
which no, you have adamantium, which
Yeah.
means that is not a crit.
Regular hit.
We can't crit.
And the third attack, because you're most likely not gonna go down, is a 19. So he does hit you twice.
Gotcha. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
He does 12 damage on the first hit.
Good God.
He's still a troll, and 12 damage on the second hit.
Ouchie.
I'm getting a little squishy here.
You're still squishy.
It's one
You
of
just
those.
Plated.
Yeah, he ended up rolling a 20, like a crit, and just one below a crit.
Right.
Holmes, it's your turn.
Oh, we are definitely gonna do show. So,
And remember, you do have your rapier.
Yep. We'll do the big do my big boy first, and I'll go to rapier for the next action. But first, we're gonna use the bat. It's the longbow of Warden. I get sneak attack and advantage. Since I'm not moving. I want to stay within 30 feet of him. Ooh,
Okay, you nat 20.
Nice.
I did nat 20. Roll
So
damage,
make sure to
right?
put on sneak attack for this.
Yep. So sneak attack, and then what do it? 66.
No. You put the sneak
By the way,
attack on yourself. Now throw damage on him, and it does it
Yep.
all automatically.
That's
Look
a
at
lot
all
of
those
damage.
dice. 52 damage. And you didn't put it on him.
Damn it. Sorry.
I'll go ahead, add 52 damage to him.
Okay.
Actually, how does he? Oh yeah. Let's see. That is 67 wounds.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
No, hold on. Hold the phone.
What's up?
That's too many D6s. That's 6 D6s too many.
So, all right. Well, wait. I hit sneak attack once. Oh, because it was a sneak attack and advantage when I hit him, and I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, but is your sneak attack 3d6?
It is 3d6. So somehow
Okay,
you
so-
got sneak attack on both.
So I should.
So
just-
basically, what I'm going to do is that I'll take the higher.
No, just Brian. I'll hit sneak attack again, and I'll just hit. Let's see here. Come on. Yeah, 3d6. You're right. Okay. And then
But the problem is that it's not going to critical your dice.
I see what you're saying.
See,
why don't you just take?
I was going to take the higher of the two.
It's a good thing I didn't drop it on him. How the hell that happened? I must have doubled up on the sneak attack.
It happens.
Or could have just like glitched on you.
9,
Yeah.
12, 15,
Right.
16.
Shit.
I really did only hit it once. I truly did.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Because it only
So
shows one attack
24 versus
Glitch like that, bro.
15. They were both 24.
It's still a quick pop.
Or wait a minute. One of them was 24. That means that the other one was 26.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
And I'm gonna send Shaft after him.
Okay, go ahead. Shaft is going to move. Shaft can move 30 feet. Has to be within 30 feet of you. So he's going to fly over the acid. And go ahead, roll the attack on him.
Okay, just if my rapier, Brian, it just says 1d8 plus 5. Here's
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. Okay, this time I'm gonna roll it on him. Booyah!
You need to hit him first.
God damn it!
New guy.
Unreal.
Okay, you hit him.
Oh!
Now roll the damage.
Now it's
Very
gonna be
nice.
now it's gonna be a 1.
I'll call it bad.
We'll take it.
11
Chill,
damage
wasn't
ain't bad.
Right?
I'll take 37 damage on one attack,
That's a row.
Yeah.
and then I can't move. I'm pinned.
Now imagine
And that
if
is
he was an
piercing damage,
assassin.
right? Yeah.
Right.
Lenoris, it's your turn.
So, quick question out of game. Can I use a cantrip and a spell in a turn?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you have the bonus action and the action. Or unless you have haste.
I'm reading. No, it's just instantaneous. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not even a cantrip. It's actually just an ability I have. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take the short bow, and I'm gonna take a shot at the troll.
Okay. That is a hit.
Nice. All right. So I'd like to do the damage, and then also lace that with Psychic Blades. First, the damage.
Okay, go ahead, throw the Psychic Blade onto him as well.
Oh, the laggy. There we go.
Here you go.
Very nice.
All right, I'm going to use my movement to move 15 feet. Oh, this is fun. Oh, for the love of God. I'm just going to move up behind Marnin. I am going to use Healing Word, but at level 2.
Okay. You know, and remember, Healing Word is a range spell. You don't have to stand 5 feet with him.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move back where I was. I'm gonna use the range. all my
Cure
other
wounds,
all my other healing,
yeah, the touch.
all my other ones are touch. So I'm gonna use that at level 2. Just want to make sure I'm using it right. So when I cast. Fire increases for 1d4.
So basically,
roll that and then a 1d4 on top of it.
And right click it as you pick it up.
Yeah, like when you click on it,
yep,
you'll see the 1d4, right click, and it becomes 2d4. Hit the plus, hold it, and then right click.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, roll another d4.
Oh, that was +4. So take 4.
Don't worry about it.
I actually wasn't targeting
And
anyway.
yeah, you didn't target anybody. Don't worry about it. I'll get it on him. So that would be 8. You healed him 8.
Not great, but better than nothing.
Good job, second new guy.
Cool. And then I'm going to use my movement now to run the fuck away.
Gonna stand by Damien.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get Damien slightly behind. I'm squishy and dying.
Same, but I'm not as squishy
Well,
anymore.
We'll see if if he stays up for much longer. Ren, it's your turn.
Yeah, I did say unicorn.
Yep.
The power of unicorn. Alright, and then I'm gonna move closer. Come on. Oh, I'm moving my map.
Here, I got you.
Thank you. Alrighty, and I'm gonna try to put a beat down.
Okay. Go ahead, roll to attack, which is basically going to be damage.
Alright. To attack. Hold on one second. Just gotta move this up. Third new guy here.
Yeah. We only do this once a week.
Would you like to be reckless?
You can
She
do
can,
it.
yeah, she can't. You can't go reckless.
Yep.
But you do not have any more rage. You are all raged out. You are all,
Super sad.
Just go like a stock of chamomile tea. You know, you're chill.
Okay, that is
What good
definitely
did
a
you
hit.
win,
Nice. Dirty 20.
Go ahead, roll damage.
That's a lot of damage.
20 damage on one attack. Go ahead, roll with roll again.
Okay. Second turn.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Another dirty 20.
That is another hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
In the immortal words of NBA Jam, boom shakalaka.
He's on fire.
Another 19.
It is the troll does look really, really bad. But one thing that you will notice,
He's healing.
Shouldn't be.
nope,
The heal.
is that with your hit, you cut off 2 of his limbs.
Ooh.
Because you did a certain amount of damage threshold with a slashing weapon.
You better not tell me
Which-
he's gonna bite my legs off.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, so excuse me. That one, nothing happened. There, 15. So on your second attack, you cut off one of its arms,
Nice.
but its arm starts to crawl towards you.
Uh-huh.
With zombies.
Stupid zombies.
A stomp on the leg. No.
Anything else? You want to do any other movement?
No.
Okay. Damien, it is your turn.
Yeah, so first things first, you know what? I'm not gonna bother blasting any of my big stuff. Firebolts are fun.
Yeah, they are.
Not that one.
Not like that way.
Should I roll to see if I accidentally shot Martin in the back of the head?
Oh no.
I don't like. I told these guys I don't do that. Because when you roll in that one, it's already a bad day. Except for one reason. Except for one thing. If you're shooting blindly, which by the way, that's how Lenoris went down.
Yep.
Martin shot randomly into the darkness and rolled in that one right when I said it.
Yep.
Yep, that definitely didn't happen.
So in that case, I'm gonna scurry up, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna make use of my new magic thing.
Curse smack.
Okay, there it is. Yep, that's a hit.
Do the damage on it. There we go.
And it has gone down. But because it is a zombie,
Kill it with fire.
What's in your head?
let's see that. How much damage was that? 8.
That was 8. Yes. I don't think it's
So-
special.
He is a zombie, and you didn't crit. And he passes his con save. You knock him down, and he goes prone, and then starts to stand back up.
Who has 1 hit point and it's just gonna be a fucking whack-a-mole? You are.
Unless the cleric starts doing something. Marnin, it's your turn.
Yep.
Do the
We're
thing.
gonna cast undead, baby. Now, where the
Okay.
hell is it at?
Let's see. It does fail.
Okay.
You did the turn undead, right?
Yes.
Where is that?
It's below cleric actions.
There it
and
is.
Effects and actions.
I think Sacred Flame might have been your go-to.
Yeah. So you basically pick up your holy seal and you say, in the name of Avalon, leave. So Yeah, it will run away from you on your turn.
Okay.
Guess whose turn it is?
His.
Mine. Oh, it is his.
It's the troll's turn. He is going to start to walk away.
Hey, come back here. I
And
got your leg.
everybody,
Did he get bored with us?
Damien, Marnin, and Ren, you all get attacks of opportunity if you would like.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
like-
yes, I would like.
So go ahead, attack him.
I don't know why that came through with advantage, but sure.
Oh, it's because he's technically, right now it says that he's prone.
Hey, look.
He's not
a
prone.
Crit. A crit with a fire weapon.
Nice.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling damage.
You guys are, unfortunately, you know what? Screw it. Because he's at 1 hit point. Ren, go ahead, roll your damage.
Whoa.
Good
Yeah.
God, man.
Wow. What the heck?
You just put out 38 points of damage.
Jesus
Let's see if he can save that. He can't save that.
He can't save that.
I'd like to
If he
use my
rolled a
point
nat
and tell him
20, it would still be underneath. Because the DC would be 42.
Yeah. He's done. See you
Good
later.
night, Evil.
Good night, sweet prince.
So he starts walking away, and Ren, you
just
take
him.
out your flaming sword, slash him in the back, and completely turn him into a nice little fireball of a corpse.
Oh, good, he's on fire. I was gonna say,
That's
And he falls down and does not get back up.
Ren says that's how frame broiled is done. Flame broiled is
Flame
done.
broiled.
throw him into the acid.
Oh
Kick
no, there
him
is.
in
You
the-
don't understand, Holmes. There is nothing left of this troll. That was a crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is gone. It has been burnt to a crisp. And by the way,
An ash.
minus the darkness, this troll was basically exactly the same, except you could cut off its limbs. And it was undead.
You got it.
Because it makes sense.
That ain't nice.
So yeah, you slashed the hell out of the back of this troll, and he's gone. Something that took you guys like 5 to 6 rounds to beat last time, taking down 2 of you, eliminated in a round and a half.
Yep.
Yep.
Can I go inspect where the chest fell into the acid?
I will allow you to look in there.
All right.
I'm gonna go to Damien and say, this great sword is great.
I see what we did there. I see what we did there.
So, what's your perception?
My perception? You want me to roll
Yeah,
perception?
you said you
or
wanted to
what?
look at the chest.
I want to look, yeah, where the chest fell in.
14. So you look there, and the chest, like, even though you know it's acid, the chest should still be there, but you don't see it.
Yeah. Let's couple slots. I'm gonna be very angry at everybody else.
Can we get out of here? I'm really done with acid.
I kind of go up behind Lenore since he's like peering into the acid. And do you ever like go behind somebody, you kind of clamp them from the front to the back and go, save your life?
Yep.
I do that to him.
Oh god.
No, you burned my riches. Let's get out of here.
Oh god. Okay.
All right.
I take out my impenetrable rods and I stop monkey barring it out of there. Just trying him out.
Someone gave him.
Go
a new
ahead,
toy.
roll athletics.
Oh,
Don't fall in the acid.
over the path, not over the acid.
How
just
high are
wanna-
you trying to go?
No. I'm not trying to go high. I'm like 5 or 10 feet off the ground. I'm monkey barring. I'm going across.
Well, 5
Like a
and
little-
10 feet, that's a big difference.
It is.
All right, well, 10 feet then. I'll say 10.
Okay. Go ahead, roll athletics.
Holmes is 5'4", so it would be a just less than a 5 foot drop.
Because double your height is getting, because 3 times your height is a critical fall. Double it will hurt.
21.
You managed to monkey bar down the path just a few feet off the ground.
Fucking
Yeah.
show off. Fucking show off.
Oh, by the way, did you guys see my drawing? I just keep leading the way out.
Nope.
Yeah, I wrote Lenoris equals, and then I drew a penis.
Oh, so he's the new one that's getting tormented by penises. Wonderful. Uh-huh.
I'm not frightened by penises.
So do you all just leave or what?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to leave. I lost my money.
To be fair, I wanted to save it.
No, shoot. Hey guys, should we look around this place for something? There might be
Actually,
something.
I almost grabbed the chest before even worrying about like his safety before the end of the show.
It's a good thing you didn't. No, I'll search around, bro. I will give a quick cursory glance into the areas that
Once
really
over,
looked at.
if you will.
So,
Yes.
like, basically, if you had watched it, you don't find it, like, you can go ahead and roll for it, but you're not going to find anything different than what's already been happened. But you will come across the 4 phase spiders. You will see 4 phase spiders, which if you would like to get phase spider poison, you may attempt to get that from them.
Spiders.
What do we
Which,
have
by
to-
the way, I had actually programmed in phase spider poison.
I do kind of need poison. But I
What
can
do we
get
have to
poison.
roll for that, Brian?
I do too, but
That is
Fuck
a nature
spiders.
check.
Nature? Okay.
I do have nature.
Show me potato salad.
All right, let's.
That
Okay.
was almost like
I know.
Oh, are you both?
Oh, can we actually get?
Wait a minute. No. Like, I have no problem with all of you guys doing it, but you got to tell me if you're going to do it.
That's
There's a
why I
good
was
reason.
asking.
So, Martin, did you attempt? Are you going to allow
Excuse me,
the
guys.
people who are proficient to get it out? Because you get 1 attempt per creature.
I mean, they tied.
I mean, we both rolled the same thing.
Hey guys,
so
I'll be right
how
back.
does that
Yeah,
proficiency
but-
work?
because if you fail by, well, granted, so you both took 1 spider and tried to get poison out of it.
Yeah.
So both of those fail, but it's
How
not a
did they
critical
both-
failure.
Fail.
And you guys have 2 more attempts.
Okay.
Would you like Holmes, who has a +4 in it, to try himself? Actually, wait a minute.
That's
Let me
probably
check
a good
something.
idea.
Because he may
+4
have a
too.
poisoner's kit.
Hey,
What's up?
I hate to be this guy. I gotta go.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry, it's.
don't worry about it.
I'll let you know.
I'll switch you when you leave. We'll go over to 4.
Bobby, I'll let you know what happened after it's the work thing. Because
man.
of course it is.
Do what
Have
you
a
got to
good
do, bro.
I take care. Be safe.
So I apologize if our areas are in the wrong one, because it looks like right now Heather is playing Damien, but everybody else is in the right spot.
Yeah.
But
fantasy ground. Oh wait, no, that's this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He doesn't have a poisoner's kit, but since Dave left, I will. Like, I'm assuming he wants to try again.
So before you roll,
Okay.
when I got the new super DOS loot, does that recharge it for the day? Like it's a brandy new, or
Yes. It's basically a brand new instrument. So all those spells,
Yep.
you haven't used, and you do get them.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hold this one because I can actually use it after the fact. I'm still petrified of
Would you
spiders.
like to give Holmes inspiration?
Oh, I have
Oh
inspiration.
yeah, that
to
is a
give.
thing that I need to start giving out more often, huh? Because I
Yeah.
something with that.
So
Yeah,
you're gonna
I got
give
four.
Holmes inspiration?
Yeah, worst bard ever. I'm gonna give Holmes inspiration. I'm also
Is it
gonna
a
give
D6 or a D8?
Martin- I believe it's a D6 at this point.
I thought it was a D6.
Oh no, it's bardic inspiration. Oh, I gotta do it. There's so much reading.
Does that mean you have to sing a song?
It becomes a D8 at 5th level. So yeah, it's a D8.
Yeah, I thought so. So
I'm gonna give Holmes. Yeah, I'll give Holmes for now because I can only do one at a time.
honestly, like, you would have done that before he tried it on the first one.
Oh, Holmes
So I'll
and
go ahead and
Martin.
throw a D8 on there. 6. Holmes does, like, off of the first one, does get poison. Would you have liked to retroactively inspired Martin?
Yes,
Okay, Martin, go ahead, roll a D8.
I'm gonna inspire them to go get that stuff because I don't want to go anywhere near those goddamn spiders.
Okay, you still don't get any. And when Dave gets back, remind me to tell him to roll a D6.
All right.
Okay.
Would you like to inspire Holmes again while he attempts to get from the second one?
Holmes is back. Guess who's back?
Or the third
He's
one?
back. I'm gonna hold my last inspiration for right
Sorry,
you get,
guys.
No, you get your inspiration back on a short rest. At level 5.
What day
Yeah,
do
I know. You know what? Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Hey, Dave, there's still 2 more spiders, and now you have inspiration if you need it.
Yes. So nature
That's
check.
the roll.
A nature check, and if you do not succeed, you can roll a D8 to try to succeed.
Okay, gotcha.
Ooh.
Okay, that is a failure by a lot.
Roll a
Okay.
D8.
I roll a
D8.
D8. 0.
Okay, so as you're going into this phase spider,
Mhm.
you accidentally poison yourself.
God damn it.
Roll a con check. Roll a con save.
Con save. Okay. It's, Constitution. That's on the main page.
Yep.
Yep. I'm trying to find con. There it is. Oh, it's just a regular. It's a D20.
For you, for you, it's a D20.
Yep. There's no modifiers to it. It's just 0.
Okay,
Ugh,
that is also another failure.
Damn.
that's not good.
Nope.
Nope.
You
I'm-
poison
I'm a-
yourself by 26.
Oh, shit.
26.
You take 26 poison damage.
I'm down to. I am down to 4 hit points.
Oh, I am
By the way,
slight-
roll a D6. Roll D6 for me. 5. You have, from the first one, we retroactively allowed you to get inspiration.
Yep.
So that's how many you have, is 5 from the first one. Martin failed on his. You failed on the second one. There's one more spider left if you would like to try to get poison.
I am not touching that fucking spider.
So they're
Fuck
like
that
in a
spider.
separate. They're in a separate room, and I'm like hiding. out
Don't
the
care.
door.
I don't want anything. Nope. No more spiders. I'm done.
Yeah, we're
I
good.
just almost died from trying to get poison.
I saw him get Holmes get bit, and I'm gonna be like, dude, guys, get out of here. Come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, Dave, that was near max.
It's still. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yep. Not even dealing with that.
I know
spider.
Damien wanted to try, but you don't have any inspiration left, do you?
I don't.
I have.
He's gonna
can
try
I use-
anyway.
Can I
Huh?
use inspiration points? I have some.
Oh, why is he gonna try?
Yeah, if you want to use your ones that people gave you, you may.
Yeah.
But it's still
Okay.
going to be a
I will-
nature check, which is intelligence.
Okay. So.
I usually
So,
roll very well.
While she's looking that up, everybody, you come over here. That is a failure. Wait, that's what you need to hit. If you're going to use one of your inspiration points, you have to hit advantage.
Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. I have not used one yet. So this is
Oh,
not-
I didn't hit advantage on mine. When I did it.
Yeah, so far, you don't have any inspiration. Okay, that is still a
No,
failure.
When I initially did it, I didn't hit it with advantage.
And then I'll
You
go
weren't
in and
supposed
take
to.
out my-
Okay.
But you do pass enough that you do not get poisoned.
Oh, that's good.
So
I just want to see what he would have gotten if he would have gone. Because it is like it's a high DC. Yeah, 17. He would have failed too, but he would have gotten poisoned. But poisons are very, very good, especially this poison, because it does 4d8. It does 4d8 damage
That's a lot. That's a lot of damage.
if they fail. If they fail the con.
Right.
So I saw Holmes get poisoned,
Mm-hmm.
like get bitten and poisoned. As I'm like calling him out of the room, and as he's coming by me, I'm gonna use protection from poison on him. Touch creature, if it is poisoned, you neutralize that poison.
Nice.
Okay, it is. That's only for continuing to be poisoned. It's a one and done. It's not something that he's poisoned forever. It just does damage and that's it. Certain poisons like stay in your bloodstreams.
Oh,
This
is a
poison
one and
does
done?
not. So in other words, you should have used it prior to him touching the spider, because then he
Oh,
would have
that's-
taken
I was-
half.
I was actually holding it until I realized which one would have been poisoned. Because I can.
The spell should
neutralize that
last like 10
poison after
minutes.
that.
Right.
Yeah, but this spell lasts an hour.
I mean, he can try again now that he's got the spell on him, right?
It doesn't matter. You guys had one success and 3 failures. That was all the
Yeah,
spiders.
We
All
screwed
right.
it up. And I hit my inspiration. I thought it was taking one off, and then it showed a star up there.
Yeah.
I was just like, what'd I do?
Boy, I'm glad I didn't do that one.
Yeah, no shit.
I just want to see. Like, nope, not
So-
feeling good right now.
While you guys are walking
right.
around
Just for fun.
trying to bleed the spiders,
Hmm.
what are you guys still trying to get it?
No. I was just
Having
No.
fun?
Yep.
Yeah, you would have been able. That would have been a success for you, Lenoris. But I probably would have given you disadvantage.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say.
should. I'm fucking frightened of spiders. Fuck spiders. Why did it have to be spiders?
Marnin, you will
Yeah.
hear noise coming from more or less the office where you guys were in there.
Okay.
You'll hear like stuff being moved around.
You guys hear that? I'm hearing a bunch of stuff being moved around from the office.
Can somebody heal me, please? I use my healing potion on someone.
I am out of
We're all tapped.
healing.
No,
May
you're
I
not.
help, Maddie?
Lenoris,
You just got a
look
level 5
at your
spell.
loot.
You just got your.
You have cure wounds
Oh,
at
that's
level
right.
5.
Yep. I was gonna use the thing, so I'm gonna use cure wounds on him.
Yay! Thank you.
He's not on the
It's
map,
already
so-
at level 5 for you. All you have to do is just put the healing down.
I don't see them. I don't see them.
I'll lay the healing on him. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of That's a lot of healing.
Sweet baby Jesus.
So make sure to put it actually on him.
I
You got
can't
5
see
wounds
him.
left, Holmes.
I just got 21 back.
Yeah,
I don't
I had
have
a-
a map, so I can't put it on him.
Don't you guys have a combat tracker?
Yes, we
No.
do. It's up underneath tools.
Oh wait, I can do that there.
and It's the 2
Yeah.
swords.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
That's a
Oh, hello.
Excuse me.
I learned a thing.
Yeah. But anyway, right now you guys do hear a sound. But before we do that, fortunately, we get to talk about HelloFresh again.
Hello,
Fresh?
Dude, hello, Fresh.
Hello, Fresh.
Hello.
Hello.
Anyway.
My Vanna White impersonation.
Show them what they've won, BBD.
So, for those of you who do not know, we're going to continue to talk about HelloFresh for the next 2 weeks because we are sponsored by HelloFresh. You can use the link that is in the description or go to go.factor75.com and use code spelled out FAC or SE410. Let me see. 4801. That is FACTORSE 4801 to get $130 off across 6 boxes. The more you pay, the more you get off. It's actually a percentage. When I went to buy mine, I literally looked at getting 18 meals a week, and it came out to $100, which is a 90%, which is a $90 discount.
That's
Me being a
actually
single
really good.
father, what's up?
So that's really good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
really
that
is.
me being a single father does make it hard sometimes to cook for my son, do streaming and everything like that. It's a great convenience. It gets shipped right to my door. I can pick out the meals that I want, ones that fill my dietary needs, because we do have people, for example, that are on this stream that do have dietary needs. You can go Keto, weight loss, high protein, whatever you need to fit your lifestyle. This will help you get to those weight goals. And most of these meals, especially the snacks, can be made in just 2 minutes. Great for gamers and the like. They do rotate the meals weekly with a menu of over 27 meal options and over 33 add-ons like smoothies, shakes, desserts, and more. This is a way for all of you. Like, basically, if you look at this, it's easier to cook and cheaper and healthier than going out to a fast food restaurant or having it ordered to you.
How much does it cost for delivery?
It is actually free delivery. The meals, like I said, the most expensive meal, the most expensive box after the discount is only $108, and you get 18 meals delivered to your door for free. And they also give you 3 extra items.
Nice.
But factor that in with your gas and all that right now. Like, that is definitely a great deal.
Exactly. And it's drop shipped to your door.
Yep.
Yeah.
And using the link in the description below, or if you're over here on Twitch, I have a specialized panel. Using that will support the channel. The more people we get to use the link, the more money the channel gets. I am hoping that we will get enough from this, not only to increase not only to make the stream better, but to also get us more books. So that way we can have more feats, more spells, more everything to that extent. Because I know Lenoris, which is that way on the screen, he wants silvery barbs.
He's over there.
Maybe. And yes.
He wants that, and the plan is with the sponsorship is to bring this back to get more content for you. And if we do get high enough, the rest of the money will be going to our lovely actors here. So basically, I'm honestly probably only going to take like maybe $100 from this entire endeavor.
See, and then you can buy your own HelloFresh again.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Anyway, go ahead, use the link in the description. And then now we can continue on with the game.
Hold on, I'm ordering mine right now. Can we have a second? Just kidding.
But anyway. Okay, yeah. Done with the product placement.
Hey.
Now a word from our sponsor.
So yes, we do. You guys will hear stuff going on in the office.
I pull out Shaft, if that's okay, and just kind of throw him out in front of me.
He's
What
like,
exactly do we hear other than like things moving?
you would need to
around
roll
and-
perception.
Rolling.
Okay, rolling dirty.
I've rolled better than that before.
How?
I roll all my good rolls on the dumb stuff.
My passive perception is higher than that.
Yeah. Nope, I forgot about Damien. Because he's there with you, even though he's not here with us.
Yeah,
Right.
He's still here. Out of the ship, out of the crew.
So, Ren, Holmes, and Damien, you'll get the idea that somebody is more or less searching in the office.
Sounds like somebody's looking for something. We should go investigate.
I kind of get everybody close to me. I throw my hood on. Put the sword away.
Hey, what up, boss?
Where'd you go?
Throw me away, brah.
Hey, keep it down, Shot. You gotta be sneaky.
Only you can hear me anyway, brah.
Oh, it's only me?
You're whispering to your shaft.
No one
right
else
now,
can.
Dude.
No one else can hear Shaft.
We don't know what shaft is.
I say sorry. I was talking to this. Anyway.
I talked to mine too. I understand.
Now I know how you felt earlier.
Say I was batshit insane. Mm-hmm.
No, I did not. I believed you right away.
I did.
Talk about everybody else.
You just hear Shaft start laughing. I believed you right away.
Yeah, right.
Asshole. All right. Anyway, no, I'm gonna sneak and poop it. Is it like dark in that area, like going towards the office door? Right?
The office is lit, but going to it is dark.
I will snoop up to the door and kind of. Actually, I'll get down low on the ground.
Go ahead, roll stealth with advantage.
Okay.
I'm not laughing at you. I thought you said you were gonna sneak.
He did say snoop and poop.
I did say snoop.
I was like,
So-
did he just say the sneak and poop?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, 20.
Sneaks in and craps in the corner.
So
He rolls a 9 and gets a dirty 20. What the shit?
No, what's funny is that he rolled a 9 and a 2 and still got a 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Dave.
Why do you think he should have the Robe of Elvenkind, Martin?
We're gonna go with that.
Because
So-
of reasons.
Yes.
Naked and pooping.
So you go look it up there, and you will notice. I don't know if your character's actually seen them or not, but you'll notice that the Parsons are in there looking through the office, looking through the books and whatnot.
The
The
shadowy
black
guys.
hooded, the shadowy guys.
Sneaky person.
Shadowy
guild?
guys from the guild, but I don't. Is he?
And
part
there
of
is a
the
sloth
guild?
with one. There's a sloth hanging off of one of them.
These are friendlies. They're not enemies.
Yeah, they're friendlies.
As far as you know,
Do you know that?
I point. I point
I think he's seen them. Maybe. No, he was at the guild once. He's seen them.
One time.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I throw off the hood and I walk right in. I go, "Hey, what's going on, guys?"
They like as soon as you do that. They will like basically go. All of them will go for their weapons, and they'll look at you, and one of them will be like, "Don't do that to us."
Don't do what? Wussy.
How'd you sneak around that good?
I'm just that good. What are you guys sneaking around for? What are you looking for?
They're like, we're information gatherers. We're looking for information.
So I'm at the door, but with my left hand that they can't see, I'm telling everybody to hold up. Give me the hold up.
Okay, go ahead, roll that stealth.
Okay. Roll that stealth again.
Yeah,
with advantage.
Because you're trying to basically hide your arm going someplace. It'd still be with advantage.
Roll that beautiful stealth footage.
All right.
21. 21 with a 10.
A dirty 20.
Wow.
Yeah. I need to change my dice
and they
roll.
don't notice that you're doing that.
Man, he needs
They're
to
looking
change
right
dice
at
roll.
you. I have no idea.
I just say, look, you guys, you're not idiots, but neither am I. What are you guys looking for?
They'll just look at you and be like, "You don't need to know that."
Well, I'm here. You guys know I'm not going to be around that long. I'm going to zap out of existence here, probably in the next 2 seconds. What does it matter?
Go ahead, roll persuasion.
Okay. My persuasion is.
Don't let the face talk to people. No, it's charisma based.
Oh, it was a 16 too. Yeah.
Gross.
They're like, we don't see any reason to tell you.
Oh, I mean, like, guys, listen. I'm asking you to tell me. I'm telling you to tell me.
I'm still
They
standing
basically
back 'cause
stop.
I'm standing back because he's telling me to stop because I don't know what's going on around that corner.
You'd
I'm
be
just
able to hear them talking.
Oh yeah, I'm talking loud. I'm talking loud on purpose.
Yeah.
Do I recognize any of the voices?
I mean, you just saw the part of Parsons like 3 or 4 hours ago,
Yeah.
so you would recognize their voices.
Oh, so I'm gonna ignore his stop and come around the corner and be like, "What's up, guys?"
They're like, yeah, we figured you guys were around someplace.
So
Yeah,
what's
we're
going
always
on?
around someplace.
Duh.
Coming into.
Bard
I
doing
let-
Bard stuff.
I definitely move out of the way for Ren.
Well, what's going on, guys?
So,
what are you guys
Ren,
doing?
what's your-
We're just looking for information.
What kind of information?
What kind of information?
Yeah, what kind of information?
Come
Can we-
on.
can we help
can
you?
Trust us.
So, I wish you guys would actually do a little bit. We'll help you. Listen to us, secret people. They're like, oh yeah. They're gonna look at you and be like, oh yeah, how can you help us?
Well, tell
You
us what
haven't
you're
been.
looking
You've
for,
been
we'll
at the
help.
guild. You've been at the guild. You've been a guild member for less time than us.
So,
The
give
person
us
that
a
says
chance.
that, I go right up beside him. I go, I bet I could find it before you, man. I just need to know what you're looking for. I
Right, no
guarantee
balls.
I'll find it before you. No balls. No balls.
Again, apparently the face is the rogue,
I mean, I got a
and
negative.
somebody
on
isn't
mine.
saying anything.
I'm listening.
They're
Come
like,
on,
go
Bernie.
ahead, Holmes, roll persuasion again.
Trying to persuade.
What, are you trying to intimidate?
No.
Can I help?
Trying to
No.
help.
Yeah, I'm
10.
trying to make my way in there, but
And they're looking like, look, you may be sneaky, but you don't know what we're looking for, and we see no reason to tell you.
Well, let me just help you. And I start flipping tables. I start flipping tables and dropping bookshelves everywhere.
I'm actually gonna stop him there and be like, dude, you were never even around, and now you want to help us?
Okay,
Wait,
I know.
Nope. Shut the fuck up. Step over there.
You're in no position to tell me what to do right now. I pull up the
I'm in
rods.
every position.
I pull up the rods and start walking the ceiling with the rods.
I'm gonna reach over to the person that has the sloth and be like, I will take the sloth.
So he just goes to the ceiling with the.
They're gonna hand it to Damien. Damien's with you guys. He's just not saying anything.
So I'm gonna look at the guy he was talking to and be like, "What are you guys looking for? We could probably find him."
The information we're looking for, we hope was in the guild. It's not there. So we're looking for something outside the guild.
What specifically are you looking for? We can help.
Yeah, go ahead, roll persuasion.
That's what I'm good at.
Yeah, me too. Can I roll with him?
Somebody else
No.
was being in the way.
Yes. So with a 23, they look at each other and they all remove their masks. And you'll notice that they're all identical twins.
But
That's new and different.
Well, not twins, but was it quadruplets?
no.
Triplets.
Triplets,
No,
yeah.
quad. There's 4.
Wait up. Are they clones?
They're like, they take it off, and they're like, we're looking for information about our father.
Oh.
He was a guild member and was thrown out of the guild because he more or less went crazy.
So does he look like you guys?
No.
Did he turn into a goat?
Oh. I mean, if he looked like you guys, this would be easy. So.
You know
But
what?
like, no. All we know is that he came back home and just kept saying his name is Robert Paulson. Which is why. Yes. They're like, and the one that more or less has been the leader of them, he's like, I am the oldest. My name is Robert Paulson. One of the other ones, and this is the first one that talked to you guys, all of his stuff is made, all of his equipment is made out of wood. There is no metal.
Oh.
There's one with an instrument, which is the first time you've been able to see it. And he says, my name, they call me Rob. The
Can't get him to stop?
The third one,
Please tell me his
which
name is
carries a rapier,
Oh, it's definitely a pump.
rapier, and Holmes, you would notice that he has some of the same tools that you do.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
name is
like, they
Bob?
call me Bob. And one of them, he kind of looks like the yeah, one of them who, now that they have removed their mask and kind of opened up their cloaks, you see that he has a spell book. And he's like, they call, I'm called Robbie.
Okay. Your parents were very creative. I like it.
So,
We're searching for information to see what happened to our father. Our mother would never tell us, and our father was soon passed away.
Who's your mother?
She passed away right before we joined the guild.
so
Do you not
you
know her
say
name?
So we know you're looking for information about your father. I dropped that from the ceiling. About
What
your
was it?
father. No, I just climbed down my rods. So we know you're looking for information about your dad. That's all cool. But what exactly are you looking for physically to find? Like what are you looking for?
Any type of information of who Robert Paulson was, why our dad went crazy. He just came home after 10 years in the guild, only being able to say Robert Paulson.
I start searching around for a false wall. Or fault, like you know what I mean?
Yeah. Basically a hidden door.
Hidden door, hidden wall.
So I'll allow you to roll perception.
Okay.
It's either perception or investigation.
25.
You do not find any type of secret anything in this room.
Is there another room?
There's like 12 rooms.
Oh, okay.
Like you guys are going back through the dungeon.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I start. Go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead, guy. My bad.
So your dad doesn't look anything like you. So what does he look like?
Well, we're the same race, but we have features between our mom and our dad.
Like what? What are we looking for?
We're just looking for information of what happened to him. If he was captured, since the guild hasn't given us any information, to see if he was captured or any records of him being tortured or anything to that extent.
Was he imprisoned here?
No one knows, or no one will tell us. It is why we joined the guild, because he worked there.
I turned to Martin. I'm like, is there a... Did you guys pass a prison or a place that had shackles? You guys are coming in here?
No.
You guys... Anybody?
No.
Okay. I start rat fucking all the other rooms.
So
like looking through it as well?
I start looking through it as well, yes, but I'm also looking for scribblings on the walls, hidden walls, and any scribblings on the walls that may be on there.
Like if you want to read through the books, you can go ahead, roll investigation, but you already looked at the walls.
No, like of all the other, like I want to help. I want to help these guys go through, see if there's any secret rooms anywhere.
Okay, go ahead, search the entire dungeon. It's gonna take you a while. If anybody else would like to short rest or help out, go ahead.
I'm gonna go take a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 26.
Yeah.
Basically, the only thing that you find is that there are arcane runes on the door going to the big boss guy that you would assume is some type of arcane lock that you would need a key for. Which, by the way, that was something that I had to retcon because you guys found the key, so I just didn't bring it up. Gotcha. But Lenoris has the key to it.
I'll wake Lenoris up. Oh,
but,
I thought you were arrested.
Oh no, I'm definitely. I don't have the key to it.
It was the only way to get in and out of the door.
Gotcha.
No, I'll wake Lenoris up and I'll ask these guys about a key. And they would say, Lenoris found a key. So, like, Lenoris, I found a door that your key can open.
No, like, Lenoris had to use the key to get through the door.
Oh, no.
It was a way for me to basically putting an arcane lock onto something when no one else has knock means you have to go to that. I needed you guys to go to that room prior to go to the big boss.
Okay. Then I just start looking. Just if I can't find anything, then yeah, I'll start going through stuff. Then.
But yeah, like the persons will help you, but between the five of you, it takes you basically hours to go through everything. And only thing that you really feel like you search is the portal to another dimension. Unless you want to go inside the portal to the other dimension.
No.
Where you weren't there to know what that portal probably has in it.
Nope.
But you would look at it and be like, That looks like it's a portal to another dimension.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep. I'm good with that.
But it'll take you guys several hours. So if you guys would like to roll hit dice, you may.
Yes.
Hit dice?
Absolutely.
What's
I would also like to use Song of Recovery.
what am I rolling hit dice?
Or Song of
dice?
You do not, because you're working. You're working.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
A little nappy nap.
Yep.
Good. And did you did Song of Rest, Lenoris?
Yeah, I'm just reading on it now.
Just roll. Go ahead, roll the dice, and I'll add hit points to everybody. It should be higher than a D4.
No. Let me read that again, but somewhere else.
I mean, that's max anyway, so.
Yeah,
No,
it's supposed to be a D6.
Yeah, 1d6. Yep. And then at 9th level, it goes up. Come on, 6.
I'll let you guys have the 4. But anybody that used hit dice during the rest, you can add. Like, I'll let me know, and I'll add 4 hit points.
Yeah,
That
you
was me.
I didn't roll anything. I wanted to because he said it, and I'm just like, well.
Lenoris, did you roll hit dice? Yes, you did.
Yes. Yeah, I need to.
Yeah. I think Lenoris and I are still pretty jacked up.
I only have 4.
I'm actually not bad now, actually, after that. I've been worse.
Yeah.
By worse, I mean dying.
But yeah, like honestly, Holmes, like you're only missing 5 hit points.
Yeah.
So taking a short rest, it's not really needed.
No, that's why I'm helping him out. I'm in good shape. A worker.
Not working.
Worker.
Wait.
That's it.
Okay. So yeah, you guys don't see anything out of the ordinary that would help them on their deal.
Okay. Well, sorry we couldn't help you guys out.
Well, like they put their masks back on, like prior to you guys leaving that room. They're like, as soon as we find this information, we're gonna leave the guild. But thank you
Bye,
for your
buddies.
help.
Hope you find your dad.
You know what?
We
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
More money for us. I
True.
like money.
I hadn't noticed.
Alright, guys, I have to bid you adieu. I have to get up for working a little bit.
Okay, no problem. Go have fun at work and being responsible.
Yeah, like an adult or something.
I gotta do the
Gross.
responsible thing too, but not right yet.
And make sure you order HelloFresh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Order hello.
Yeah.
I'm fine with ending it here because we're basically just going to get into like role playing a lot. And I know there's certain things that that Rudy wants to do that we're definitely waiting until next week. Like
Okay.
Tenarius holding the book that Rudy wants.
Yes.
Me
Yes.
finding my captain.
Oh, your captain.
So as
My captain.
just before I know I'm going to vanish, I nut tap Lenoris.
As he disappears, I give him the finger.
So
I
yes,
go.
Holmes, as the Paulsons say thank you, you say goodbye, and you blink out of existence. And that's where we're going to end the stream today.
He does that all the time.
Every
All the
time
time.
he does that.
Always count your change.
So we'll go ahead and end everything here. While I get our raid set up, because I do have a friend that's playing some D&D themselves tonight. Go ahead, Mr. Guy.
Shoot, I was
Shout
not
out.
prepared. Shout out to MTG Attitude, who was actually over here. It's Big Box Dave. Shout out to that channel, MTG Magic Jerks. Check us out over on YouTube. Trash talking and playing some Magic Arena.
Mr. Dave.
Yes. Shout out to the guys to my left and my right and down below. You guys are amazing. Don't make this weird. And Tony's chill stream.
Chill stream.
Thank you. God damn it. I knew it was
And suck my deck.
And suck my deck.
I have not seen Suck My Deck yet. But that's a catchy name.
Oh, you need to check it out.
Yes.
My dad's proud that I named that.
Yeah,
It's
Heather was
what's
the
wrong
genius
with you?
behind
I
it.
didn't raise you that way.
Suck my deck.
Miss Heather / Rudy, because she's sitting in Rudy's spot right now.
For Rudy, I'd like to say thank you, Pipe Dream Gaming, the Rule of Cool. We appreciate you putting up with us and doing this stream. And for me, I just want to say thank you to everybody that is here, that is hanging out with us and jumping on. And remember to keep it fresh.
Hooray. That's how we did that.
I like what you did.
And Marnin.
Shout out to all these amazing content creators, especially Brian for putting up with this, doing the Rule of Cool, being our amazing DM, and yeah, follow all of the descriptions. Go support this amazing community. I'm so proud to be a part of it.
Yeah. Thank you, adventurers, for watching. All the links that they've been talking about are going to be in the link in the description below. Please use HelloFresh to support the channel. I would love to be able to pay my players and also give them more options for character creations. So that's the big goal for that. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye.